Well, I got a hammer here today and a Trailblazer SS intake with an aftermarket cheapo 92mm throttle body for a special reason. I'm going to be explaining to you in this video. Yes, you. Yeah, don't forget to get subscribed. You know, that thing over there. But anyway, how to Loctite your throttle body bolts and ping them. Now, I done got separate videos on this subject, but this is one video that covers both of them. So, I'm going to show you right now how to Loctite your bolts. And then we're going to jump into showing you how to ping them and combine the videos that I already made into one. Not because I'm out of ideas for content, it's just because, you know, you might find this video helpful if you're trying to do both of them at the same time. Yeah, let's jump into it. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. You need just some high strength Loctite. Make sure it's high strength. You don't want to use anything other because you're trusting these not to fly down your intake. So yeah, use the good stuff, the good quality Loctite, high strength. Now you got two bolts in here, you can see. And you want to loosen them. I done did one. We're going to loosen this one. And sometimes these got Loctite on them from the factory, sometimes they don't. Mine did not. But it was pretty tight. Well, that wasn't too tight. The other one was extremely tight though. I give them credit. You can see no Loctite. Don't mind my nails. I've been working on my truck today. It, you know, 6.0 going into a C30. The dead grease. And sometimes it takes hours of cleaning out under your nails and stuff. Yeah, I know. I need no comment. You get your nails dirty too. Now you want to take and just put some Loctite onto your bolt, but I usually make a mess and my lid is stopped up with Loctite, so I'm just going to pour some on it. It's a little too much Loctite, but we don't want this to go down into your intake, so we'll be generous with the Loctite. And they are proper ways you put this Loctite on. This is not one of them. You can see tons of Loctite on the boat. I center that back up. It goes right back in the same way it came out. And do these one at a time. If you take them both out, you can actually, your butterfly, your steel plate back there will just fall off. The only time you need to remove both these is if you're taking this shaft completely out. There should be no need to take that shaft out. So now you want to hold it steady and make sure you get it tight. Make sure you're focused before the Loctite dries. You can do it after too, but preferably before it dries. You take you something, a thinner little punch would be best, something skinnier than this. But you will go around the edges and just tap them. And what you're doing is you mushrooming the threads that's sticking out. They just will be a couple. See, this is a little bit smaller than this. You could fit this in here and just hit that. But they do make different size punches. A punch would be ideal for this. Just to go around the edge of this boat here and mushroom them threads, ping them threads pretty much. And what you're doing by pinging the back side of this, mushrooming out them threads, you're making sure that this bolt, even if it ever did come loose, can't come out. It can't back out because the threads is messed up on it. They mushroomed out. It's too big for the hole. It's not going to fit. So that's one thing you want to do when you ping. And when people talk about pinging the back side of a throttle body, this is what they mean. They just mean mushrooming the back of the threads, back of the bolts. So it's bigger than the hole that you tightened it up in, and it can't back out. Even if it came loose, it can't make its way through. So what do you think? You know the reasons why you want to do this, don't you? These throttle bodies is known, these bolts, not all of them comes with Loctite. They're known to vibrate loose, go inside your intake, down into your engine, you know, the valves and pistons, and they mess a lot of stuff up when that happens. So it's always best if you buy one of these cheap made little throttle bodies. I mean cheap, you see how easy that comes out. Made little throttle bodies is to make sure the bolts is safe for use, because last thing you want is those bolts come out, go into your motor. There are other modifications you can do to these. I will cover that in the upcoming videos. I mean, you can replace the spring if you want to, if these pedal feel, because it's pretty stiff. It makes your pedal feel pretty stiff. You can replace these with a factory throttle body springs from like the drive-by cable trucks. You can also, they got a vacuum leak here. If you boost a vehicle or something, sometimes it messes up, but they have no seal in behind this spring. Most of them don't. Some of the higher dollar ones might. These cheaper ones don't. You can buy a seal, put in them. Got a video coming up on that, because we don't want a vacuum leak here. I mean, it's so little it probably won't make a difference, but peace of mind, you know? So if you're new, get subscribed. If you're a returning subscriber, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.